Ladies and gentlemen, a Hindu temple in the Sindh province of Pakistan was brought down to rubble. And as it was being brought down, the Pakistani Hindus, there are very few of them in Pakistan today, kept defiantly shouting, Jai Mata Di. This is a glowing example of the kind of religious persecution and targeting that Hindus are facing, the very few of them who remain in Pakistan. Here are the facts and then we debate.
Bulldozers running over a Hindu temple in Pakistan has been destroyed in Sindh, reducing it to a rubble. The temple was demolished by authorities, citing a court order. This is the second such temple to have been destroyed in Sindh in the past few months. A 150-year-old temple was destroyed in July. The incident comes just months after a frenzied mob in Pakistan's Punjab destroyed 19 churches and 87 houses of the members of the Christian community.
It is not for the first time that Hindus' temples were demolished in Pakistan. A couple of years ago, a number of such type of temple was completely demolished in various areas of Sindh province. Pakistan, unfortunately, has history of mistreating the sacred places of minorities. But this is the high time that Pakistani government has to take steps to make sure safety of not only of the minorities but also of their sacred places as well.
Pakistan is long known for atrocities against its vulnerable minorities, and unfortunately, in most cases, the aggrieved party has no recourse. Let's debate.
Major Janjua is there and Javed Khan ji is there from Islamabad. And Sushil Pandit is there and General Bakshi is there. General Bakshi, with your permission, I'll ask the first question here to Javed Khan. Javed Khan ji,
yes.
If there are no temples in Pakistan, if there are no Christians in Pakistan, if there are no churches in Pakistan, if there are no Hindus in Pakistan, will your economy improve?
Thank you, Arnab. I think it is not the question of economy. Nobody can condone attacking churches or temples, be that Pakistan, be that India or any other country, because this is not acceptable in a tolerant and a moderate society that any extremist group should go and attack any temple, any place of worship, and any church or any masjid or mosque as well. We have seen happening in India, we have seen happening in certain cases in Pakistan, maybe we have seen many cases other parts of the world as well. But a society which is a tolerant society and a moderate society and a forward-looking society will definitely not condone such attacks. I mean, it's not a question of economy,
Sushil.
whether economy goes up or down.
Sushil.
Whether economy...
Sushil.
Please stop lecturing us and please stop giving us these motherhoods. We know all of it. But it doesn't suit your mouth to say all this. Minorities have all but disappeared in Pakistan. We are facing a genocide there. Hindus minorities in general, but Hindus in particular are being targeted and targeted ever since the creation of Pakistan. We have been reduced from a high double digit to barely 1.5% population. How do you explain that? Young, less than teens girls are picked up routinely, about 1,000 in a year, converted and forcibly married to men who are several times older with women and children. Is this some logic? You are telling us that any moderate society or any civilized society must do this or that. Don't we know this? But where is it practiced in Pakistan? You have institutionalized this genocide unleashed on Hindus. You have institutionalized this genocide. You Your criminal justice system is in cahoots with those who carry this out. They never face justice. The victims never get to meet their parents. Courts, despite victims crying aloud that they want to go with their parents, are handed
In the
over
middle,
to their
run the
daughters.
footage, raw footage with
And
audio.
once you are done with the
people
people in
protest.
flesh and blood, you go after temples, you go after places of pilgrimages.
In India? I mean,
Is there any
it is
shame?
strange. This is coming from you, a country which is intolerant, which is persecuting Muslims in India,
Muslims
which is demolishing
have doubled in population.
masjids and mosques over there.
The proportion of
persecuting every
Muslims
Muslim.
in India has doubled.
Muslims
Do you
are
know
the
this?
most persecuted.
They were less than 10%
minority
at the time of
anywhere
partition.
in the world.
Today
I mean,
they
coming
are
from a
more
person
than
like
double
you,
in their proportion in population. Do
you-
you know that?
You should be
And where have the
ashamed
Hindus of
of your own
Pakistan gone?
country before pointing fingers towards Pakistan.
You have
should be ashamed of your own
institutionalized the
country
bigotry
rather
and
than
discrimination
pointing your
in
fingers
your
towards Pakistan.
constitution, in your administration, in your policy, in your decisions. You have
No, but
institutionalized this
are
bigotry.
you forgetting the kind of a society you living in? That is a society of Hindutva. That is
What
a society
rubbish.
of RSS.
You have
that
no
is a
business
society
even
of
looking at us.
intolerant people.
You are no
I mean,
patch
you're
on
talking
us.
about.
You can't
I mean,
even compare. Stop
you
even
don't
thinking
even have
of
the
comparing with
morality.
us.
You don't even have the
Stop
morality
even
to condemn
thinking
what is
about
happening in
comparing with our
India.
record on minorities.
You point a
You
finger
don't know
towards
the size
Pakistan.
of Muslim population in India is
your-
even bigger
while
than the
your
size
own-
of Muslims in
While your
Pakistan.
own, while
Javed,
your own
I just want for a minute.
only Muslim.
May I get in General Bakshi? I'm getting in General I'm getting in General Bakshi and Javed ji. But before I come to you, General Bakshi and Javed ji, I saw the video this morning, and I want to play this video because I think it was so brave in the middle of all those Pakistani fundamentalists. For about a dozen Hindu devotees, they stood there. Javed ji, I salute their bravery, General Bakshi. They kept saying, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. I want to play that footage. Just listen to this. Just listen to the audio. Can I play the clip? There. Volume. Clip, I don't know if it's there. Wait a minute. I'll try and get the clip. I'll try and get the clip. The context is, General Bakshi, the Hinglaj Mata Mandir, very old temple in Sindh province. And this is part of an official crackdown on all religious minorities across Pakistan. That's why the Om, the Trishul and all was removed. The Aarti was going on inside the temple. And that's how it was removed. And all places and posters and places of Hindu significance are being targeted across Pakistan right now. This is the latest case. General Bakshi.
You know, Arnab, I am shocked beyond words. Hinglaj Mata, for God's sake, what's wrong with these people? Not only the Hindus, even the Muslims in Balochistan, and Sindh. I mean, they have been giving greatest respect to this shrine. It is a world-famous shrine. And this is what these bigots do to this? They brought bulldozers. Can it be done without the government's connivance? A government that says it is a civilized state,
Full support.
a government that says it is, all minorities are safe, the government which routinely preaches to India on how to treat our minorities. Let me tell you, sir, the minorities in India are thriving. The Muslim population has doubled. Look at the Hindu population in Pakistan from 18% down to 1.1%. You call yourself a modernistic, secular kind of a state. I mean, you say you are an Islamic state, but Jinnah said that all minorities would have full rights. All minorities would have full rights. These are the rights. What have you done to your Shias?
Have you
what have you done to your Ahmadiyyas? And I mean, the less we talk of the Hindus, the better. Please don't preach. After
Javed
this,
sir, if you allow me, can I
please
answer them?
don't preach. This is
No, but
shocking.
Jan Bakshi, have you?
No,
I think
forgotten,
the end of
Babri
Pakistan
Masjid?
is near. Let me tell you,
Have you
the end
forgotten
of
Babri Masjid?
Pakistan is nearer than you think.
Have you forgotten
Bakshi
Babri
Saab,
Masjid?
we have been hearing this mantra. We have been hearing this mantra every time we sit on a TV program with you.
may I just,
And not
may I
only on a
just,
TV program.
may I just, Major Janjua, before you start, Major Janjua, just give me a minute, please. I want to run the clip because I want people of India to hear the strength in the voice of these Pakistani Hindus when they say, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. They know Hindus are being targeted. They know today that 74% of minority women face sexual harassment in Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, 30% of Christian and Hindu women are forced to take up Islamic studies because alternative subjects are not available. 150-year-old temple was razed in Karachi recently in July this year. Hindus from Pakistan wanting to travel to India are not being given visas. The kind of persecution of the Hindu community is just unimaginable. And I want to run that clip now. Please listen to this before Major Janjua. You see, Major Janjua, the strength of the Pakistani Hindus. They are going to fight you back. Can I hear the clip, please? And play it. So on the one side, you can see Major Janjua, there are fundamentalists. And on the other hand, you can see the peaceful Hindus saying, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata. You must remember, India is their home. India is the heart of the Hindu civilization, which is accepting and all-encompassing. I request you to think of what your country has become. And
Arnab, if I'm allowed to speak now.
I leave the rest to you to respond.
Because the clip,
Yes.
the clip that you played, somehow the audio was not audible on my side. I've just heard you. Before I go any further, with a lot of respect to General Bakshi and the other participant, I would request you that when you come to a program like this, which Arnab claims is the #1 TV channel, please do your research before you come in. When this is the second time in last few weeks I'm hearing this mantra that the Hindus have been decimated to 1% or 1.5% in Pakistan. My dear sir, the historical facts cannot be distorted just because you sit here on television and say whatever you like. The fact is that 26% Hindus in Pakistan that you claim, or 18% that were there, if you go back and please check, the majority of them were in East Pakistan. So when East Pakistan became Bangladesh, all of a sudden, the Hindu population in Pakistan nosedived because the majority of Hindus were in Pakistan, were now part of Bangladesh. So please go and check your facts. I'm willing to have any
East
conversation
Pakistan
with you
had
without the
31%
facts.
Hindus,
Hold on.
and
I
West
gave you the chance.
Pakistan had 21% Hindus. Your
No, sir.
1952
It did not
census
happen.
bears it out. Go check your census.
No,
Check your
please,
census data before you
check your
open your
facts,
mouth.
Major
please.
Janjua, I don't
Okay,
like to
listen.
interject, but may I remind you what East Pakistan did to those Hindus? May I remind you? No, I was there. I was there when Bangladesh was formed.
Bakshi
No,
साहब मुझे
I was
बोलने
there when
दीजिए.
Bangladesh was formed. Do you know what your people
Bakshi साहब,
of the so-called
Bakshi
Can
साहब,
I remind you?
did in East Pakistan?
Can I remind you?
Bakshi साहब, I
1
said
minute, 1 minute, sir.
respectfully.
May I remind you? May I remind you? May I remind you? Major Janjua, I need to come in. Major Janjua, I need to say something to you.
You can't get away
First
with
of all,
this. Do you know what
first
you
of
did
all,
to the
Major
Hindus
Janjua.
of
First of all,
then East Pakistan? What your army did? What your army did to the Hindus of East Pakistan?
I tell you, General Bakshi, I completely understand your sentiment. And the Pakistani Army's black spot is the fact that it is the only army in the world where official orders were given to carry out rapes of women belonging to the families of the revolutionaries, those who defied
Arnab Goswami,
the kind of dictatorship you wanted to run from Islamabad.
I swear.
And the way the Pakistani
fail
army
to
carried out
understand.
atrocities and rapes in Bangladesh will never be
country-
forgiven by the people of Bangladesh or anywhere in the world. And it is a real shame. It is a real shame that you've not learned it. That's why you lost like that. You know, that's why you had to surrender.
Yes. And a country which demonizes Muslims. And by the way, only day before yesterday, America has foiled another attempt by Indians to kill a Sikh in America. And you've had to face international shame. And you're talking about minority rights? What you're doing to Muslims in Kashmir,
Arnab, can I
what
just
you're
add
doing
one
to
thing?
Muslims all
It
over
doesn't.
India, what you're doing to Muslims right here in Delhi.
Del
There's no
Bakshi.
point
You're
getting
talking
these
about
bigots
minority
here
rights. For us,
and reasoning
yes.
with them. They are beyond reason.
Yes.
They have lead in their
you have
soul.
used this word.
They cannot see
I
a
think
genocide.
you've used this word the
They
second
cannot
time.
see minorities
I could
evaporating
respond to you in a
from their
much
midst.
Louder.
dirtier word.
Bada the audio.
Bigotry, bigotry
Bada
is
the
a
audio.
shameful pleasure for Indians. And a Hindu has become a pilot officer. That's how you find information.
And General Niazi, what they unleashed on hapless women in
I just want to say, can you hear that? आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं?
Arnab Goswami.
Amit Khan, can you hear? Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di.
I want to
Hindus will fight back.
say
Listen to
something.
me.
I'm telling you.
A country
If
like
you
yourself,
continue,
a
and
country like
I'd
you
say one thing to you, Hamid
sit here
Khan.
and talk of minority rights and talking about Bangladesh, talking about East Pakistan, General Saab, you can have a one-on-one with me. What you are trying to
There is no
portray,
East Pakistan
the world
anymore,
does not
yaar.
listen and does not
अभी
agree.
East
And they
Pakistan
don't
है नहीं,
buy
only
it.
Bangladesh.
They don't buy
Can I
you
say
what you're
something?
saying. 1.5 lakh
Just 1 minute.
Mukti Bani बेच के what you did in a sovereign country, and you have the guts to sit here and talk about minority rights, or
अरे तोड़ दिया
you
आपको.
sit here and give us
आपको
lectures.
तोड़ दिया. We broke you.
And one word.
Now, will
Permanently
you kindly
finished
listen to
you.
me? Will you please listen to me? No.
Let
Will
me say
you
something.
please listen to me? I'll give you some raw statistics. I would like to share with you, Major Janjua. These are lived through events. I'm not talking from some pamphlet or précis. These are lived through events, Major Janjua. I'm telling you the statistics. 10 million, Bangladeshi citizens, Hindus driven out. 10 million. 3 million killed. 1 million Hindu women raped. And you are saying, sir, it is a mild misinterpretation of statistics that Bangladesh, when the Bangladesh was formed, the Hindu population of Pakistan reduced by a mathematical sleight of hand. I lived through it, my dear Major Janjua. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw those refugees. We were in Bangladesh. We saw what happened to the women. We saw the raped women. Go to Bangladesh
What were you
today.
doing in
They have a
Bangladesh, my
statue
dear sir?
of a
What were
Pakistani
you doing in
soldier
Bangladesh?
disrobing the sari of a Bangladeshi woman. Those are
Jan Saab, what were you doing in
your
Bangladesh?
former
Shame on these Pakistani
For
army.
God's sake, these are lived through
Can I
events.
say
These are
something?
not
Or
statistics.
if I
Have you heard
What
of
were you doing
all
there
the
in
time.
Bangladesh?
damn lies and statistics? Don't throw statistics at us, Major Janjua. I have white hair.
Sir,
Amir Khan.
These are for me lived through events.
जन साहब,
Can
मैंने
I
आपसे
say
यही
something?
पूछा है कि आप मुझे बताएं आप बांग्लादेश में कर क्या रहे थे? Why
Hamid
were you
Khan?
there in Bangladesh? You have
Yes.
yourself said I was in Bangladesh.
जब आपने 1
So,
करोड़ बांग्लादेशी
on air
हिंदुस्तान
you have
भेज
said
दिए
you
थे तो हम क्या करते? हाथ पे हाथ धरे बैठे रहते हैं? You know, the flood of refugees coming to India.
Is that why you were trying to kill that Sikh in America, in New York, a few days ago? That has been foiled. Is that why? Is this what you do? Is this the state of India?
What is he talking about?
State terrorism is the definition. Is that what you do? Is that what
you don't talk about terror now. You are hardly done with your minority problem.
Else. Put your house in order.
You talk about terror now.
Manipur and fix it.
Yeah,
what after doing what is done to the minorities, you have the gumption to talk about terrorism?
Citizens that
you are a jihadi state.
Minority rights. What is
you are a
happening in
jihadi
Manipur?
state.
Are you trying to tell the world
you are a
that
jihadi
you are
state?
A country that
Remember that.
Respects minorities?
Don't talk about terror. Doesn't suit your mouth. You are a jihadi state. You are a jihadi state. And don't forget Tikka Khan. What he did in Bangladesh and later in Balochistan. Don't forget that.
Balochistan.
Yes, Tikka Khan, after he left Bangladesh, was deployed in Balochistan.
Right.
Have you forgotten?
Okay.
He belonged to the gallows. He should have been tried for war crimes.
One quick point.
No.
When we talk about streets of Delhi,
let's not go into history. Let's not go into history. Hamid, come into the debate. Hamid, listen to me. Hamid, is it not
read your Hamidur Rahman report?
Simple question. That is it not true that Hindus are being targeted a lot of late? Afghans are being targeted a lot of late. Christians are being targeted a lot of late. Buddhists are being targeted a lot of late. Is it not true that the authorities in Rawalpindi, for example, went there with the help of the army, destroyed the houses of people who were Christian and Hindu, right?
No.
And homes were destroyed by the authorities, the army. No, I'll tell you why. Don't keep saying no. You tell me, what is the percentage population of Hindus in Punjab today? Is it not true that Hindus are only 0.2% of the population in Punjab today?
No.
So you think you can beat them up? Convert them?
Even in
They will
POK,
not
Arnab,
convert.
you can't find a Sikh or a Hindu in POK, not even one.
Okay. Can I say something? It is very sad that you have... Okay. It is very sad, Arnab, that your topic is actually showing your own guiltiness. Your country is guilty of biggest human rights and minorities atrocities and doing the violation. When you do the lynching of the Muslims, when you do the forced conversion of the Muslims into the villages and villages towards Hinduism.
What are they doing misusing this platform, talking lies and utter rubbish?
Pakistan, I'll talk about
this.
Pakistan.
Is utter rubbish.
Pakistan have the biggest I would say the opportunity for practicing to all the religions. In Pakistan, we don't have any issue with any religion. All religions are living with under very harmony. I am very sorry, your source of information is very bad. I should say it's a pathetic source of information. It's
not the source of information, it is the victim's testimonies. It is the victims talking. It is the refugees in India talking. It is their testimony. It is their evidence.
Daily where we can't do where Muslims had to do the prayers in 6 gurdwaras. Jummah prayers were done in 6 gurdwaras. It is Delhi where your capital Imam Masjid was killed by the Hindu mob.
Even if you have
anyway, I am in Delhi.
Muslims have to relocate.
At least do a
I think the video we put out has really put the Pakistanis on the defensive. Ladies and gentlemen, we will keep exposing what is happening to the Baloch. We will keep exposing what is happening to the Christians. We will keep exposing what is happening to the Pashtuns. We will keep exposing what is happening to the Afghans. And we will keep exposing what is happening to the Hindus in Pakistan. I thank you so much for this debate, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to see you soon with a better throat. Only for tonight. Good night and goodbye.